Hey friends, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? Happy Monday. So, if you are booked out, you are a booked out coach, you are a course creator, and you are running a successful business, but secretly you know you are on the edge of burnout, this video is for you. This is not just about scaling, it's about sustainability. So it's about protecting your peace, honoring your value, and unapologetically charging for the transformation you offer. Because here is the truth. You don't need to you don't need to hit rock bottom to realize that your business model is not working. And you definitely don't need to burn out to deserve a scalable, a premium group coaching program. So I see this all the time, especially with brilliant, heart centered coaches and course creators. Like most of them don't believe that they deserve to scale. They don't believe that they have earned the right to charge more. And they definitely don't believe that they can shift into a group model until they have hit burnt out, like until they have suffered, until they have proven that they are ready. And I want to give you lovingly a call out that this is actually a trauma response to hustle culture. So, somewhere along the way, we were conditioned to believe that our values comes from overgiving, right? Especially if you are a people of color coach or a woman of color coach, you know and you believe that our value comes from overgiving, from being constantly available, right? Constantly available for clients on the weekends, especially when you are doing vacation, from being exhausted, from proving our worth by burning the candle at both ends, right? So we delay our next level. We keep undercharging for services that create life changing transformation. And we keep saying, just let me take this one-on-one client, one more one-on-one client, and then I will launch my group offer. So we tell ourselves, I need more testimonials, I need more proof, I need more energy, I need more strategy. But what we are really saying is, I don't feel safe expanding yet. And you need to be honest with yourself to see that this is actually holding you back from scaling in a sustainable way. Because let me tell you the truth, okay? Probably you don't even hear this in the industry, but I don't care. I need to tell you this right now. You don't need to burn out to decide that your business model is not working anymore. You don't need to reach your breaking point to give yourself the permission to scale your business with another business model. You don't need to be like, you don't need to be a matriarch to be a leader, right? You are allowed to charge more because your work changes life, and you need to accept that. You need to see that first for yourself. You are allowed to serve many people at once and still go deep with each single client. And you are allowed to have more time in your life, to have the freedom to travel. You are allowed to make more money at the same time. You are allowed to have more time and more money at the same time. And if you are afraid that no one will pay you at those new prices, which I'm going to explain to you in a bit, I want you to pause and ask yourself, am I pricing based on my old self concept, right? Or based on the results I truly help my clients to create? Because it's never really about the price. Everything is about your belief, the belief about your ideal clients, and your transformation, because your clients will follow your lead. So if you don't believe in your value, the value of your program, the transformation you deliver, how can they? Right? So here is what I want you to take away from this. Like, you don't need to hit rock bottom to charge more and to change your business model. You can shift from burnout to ease, from hustle to leadership, from undercharging to owning your worth, because your business should support your life, not to consume it. So you need to know that you already have the skills, you have the results, and you also have the heart to actually create a life changing transformation. Now it's actually the time to build a model that supports the vision that you have, the vision of impacting more people, the vision of having more time in your life, the vision of like having the money, making more money. So you are not burnt out because you are lazy. Okay, I want to talk about what is really causing the burnout in your business right now, where you don't feel the fun anymore, where you don't want to show up in your business anymore. Like, you are not burnt out because you are lazy. You are burnt out because your business is built on your time, on your energy, on your emotional labor without any boundaries. So this can look like this. You've got 16-hour workdays. You've got clients constantly in your DMs, in your Voxer, on your Slack. You have no time for new strategy to create, for being innovative, to help clients to solve their problems in a better way. You have zero time for rest. When was the last time you took a rest for yourself? You did self care. And you have the fear of raising your prices because you think and you believe, what if no one pays? What if no one pays if you charge more for the transformation you deliver? But here is what no one tells you: it's not the work that is burning you down. It's actually the undercharging that is exhausting you, because you are over delivering and underpricing, and it is costing you energy, it is costing you a joy, and it is also costing you growth, the growth to scale your business, to impact more and make more money. And let's talk about what will happen or what is happening when you undercharge, right? Because it's not just about money. Yes, you can make more money when you charge more, but it is not only about the money, why you should actually charge more. It's about how you feel in your business. Because when you undercharge, you don't just resent your pricing, you also start to resent your calendar, because you open your calendar in the morning and you are already feeling exhausted, right? Because you know every cost means giving, giving, giving without ever really being replenished. You are working with clients who you care deeply about, but your capacity is maxed out. So your energy is drained and you are not seeing the financial return to match the emotional labor you are carrying. And also, you resent the calendar because you know with every single one on one call, one on one client work that you are having, you are repeating yourself for the 20th time. And you are like, oh my God, I already said this over and over and over again. So when you undercharge, you are also beginning to second guessing your own value, because you start to think, maybe I'm not experiencing enough yet. Maybe I have to do more, still do more before I can raise my rates. Maybe I need a bigger audience first to keep the consistent flow coming in, the consistent revenue, the consistent sales. But those thoughts aren't coming from your truth, what is really the truth, what is happening in your business. They are coming from your belief system that is built in survival mode, right? So that's why you start attracting clients who continues to need your convincing instead of clients who are ready to work with you, because you keep attracting clients who need hand holding, who need constant convincing, who say they need to think about it. So let's zoom out. I want to zoom out to give you an example how your day to day could look like, right? And I know this because most of my clients, they are experiencing this on a day to day basis, because you open your DMs and you are having DM conversations from people who tell you how much they love your content, but they don't have the money right now to work with you. Like, one day I will come back and I know I will work with you. Or they tell you, I really want to join, but I'm scared to invest. Or some people, they even say, like, I'm not sure if I'm ready yet. These people, they are not bad. These people are not bad people. It's just they are not ready yet. And you can feel the energy it takes to keep nurturing them, right? To hope that they will eventually convert. But with hope is not a strategy. You cannot run a successful business with hope. And I know the kicker is that you start to lower your prices or to make it easier so that they just say yes and they just start to work with you. So you maybe start to offer custom payment plans, right? Maybe you throw in extra support. Maybe you say yes to someone you know is not really aligned, right? Just because you want to make the same. What happens? So you fill calendar with clients who show up late, who cancel your sessions, who don't really do the work, who need constant reassurance, right? They ask for more and more and more without respecting your boundaries. So you start to feel like you are working for them instead of with them. And there is a difference, especially as a coach. There's this a done with you service, not a done for you service. And the worst part is you begin to question your own power. You start to wonder if you've even meant for this level of coaching, right? You are now starting to think and starting to question, okay, if this already took me so much of my time, so much of my energy, so much work, I'm not sure if I can handle the next level. Probably I need to put in more work. So you feel frustrated and invisible because deep down you know you are not meant to coach from a place of proving, you are meant to coach from a place of your own power. So here is what most coaches don't realize. You don't attract these type of clients because your content is off. You don't attract them because you are not good at sales. You attract these clients because you are convincing them, right? These clients who need convincing is because you haven't fully claimed your own value yet. That's why you are undercharging. You know you can charge 5K for your transformation, but you are still asking 1K because you are afraid that you will get more no's, right? And when you are afraid to say, my offer is an investment of 5K and it's worth every penny, you start to attract a different person. So when you try to make your offer feel affordable, that's why you are charging people who need convincing, who still tell you that they don't have the money, who still want to actually have more and more and more instead of working for their own transformation. Because you are not claiming how powerful you are and how powerful the transformation is you provide. Because energetically, you are still leading with doubt, and doubt attracts doubt. So I want to give you the shift that you need today, okay? Clients who are ready, okay? Clients who are ready, they don't need convincing. Those clients, they have the urgency to work, to get out of their miserable state. They have the urgency to actually change, to move because they know there is a better place for them. These type of clients, they need clarity, they need your leadership, and they need to feel your conviction. If you don't know how to sell believability, that's why you will continue to suffer not closing consistent sales, not changing your business model, and still undercharge. Because when you raise your rates from a place of truth, when you stand in the transformation of your offer, you are so convicted that when they are in your program, that they're going to get the transformation. When your program is priced in alignment with the value it delivers, you stop chasing clients who need proof. And you start to attract clients who are like, okay, where can I sign up? How soon can I start? I waited for this program. I need to change my life right now. I want to move. Because pricing was never an objection. Because pricing isn't just a number. When you charge 5K, it's not just a number, okay? It's actually a positioning tool. It's a filter to filter out who cannot afford you, to filter out people who are not committed, to filter people who don't want, sorry, the transformation. Your pricing, it's a declaration. So I want you to ask this. Are you tired because your work is hard? Or are you tired because you're constantly over delivering? I need water. Okay, next time I need to keep water at my place. So ask yourself, are you tired because your work is hard? Or are you really tired because you're constantly over delivering, undercharging, and you are trying to convince people to believe in what you already know is powerful? Because this is not about being expensive, okay, being luxury. Probably you have heard in the high ticket space luxury business. That's BS, okay? It's not about being expensive. It's really about you being clear. It's about creating a business that respects your expertise, your boundaries, your energy, your time. And you don't have to convince people, you don't have to convince clients who are aligned to work with you. You just have to show up with the energy of someone who knows that their work is worth it. You know that the proven methodology, that your proven process is going to get them the results, right? And you have to charge like this. That is the shift you need. And let's be honest, you have created transformation for your clients. And I am a strong believer that you don't need to be burnt out like on the rock bottom in order to scale your business in a different way. Okay. When you know that you have created transformation for clients, for people in your life, for yourself, those are already big wins. Those are deep breakthroughs. This is your sign and your the proof that your process is working. Are you standing behind it? Because the price doesn't reflect the value you deliver, right? Like your price doesn't reflect the value you deliver or the cost you pay to deliver it, right? And that's the mismatch. It creates burnout. And I just want to help more people in the industry to avoid the burnout, to avoid the undercharging, to avoid feeling resentment to the business that they once loved creating. So it's time to stop trading time for money. And if you are in this undercharging chain, you are overworked, you are burnt out, the solution for you is to turn your one-on-one program into a scalable structure group coaching offer that is actually priced in an alignment with the results you promise. So why should you actually choose the group coaching route? It leverages your time and your energy. It creates momentum through community. Community is big. And it also allows you to scale your income without scaling your hours. And here is the key. A scalable offer doesn't mean a cheap offer. This is so important. So many coaches, they think, oh my God, I charge 3K for my one-on-one. Now I have to charge 1K for my group offer. No, your group offer should not be a discount version of your one-on-one. It should be priced for the transformation because people don't pay for your time, they pay for the outcome they believe you can help them to get. They pay for the transformation, they pay for the proven step-by-step process, which is your methodology, which is your intellectual property, which is existing in your mind. So let's talk about the fear that stops most coaches um, to actually raise the prices. So if you believe, what if I raise my price and no one signs up? Here is the truth. The fear that you have, it's valid. Okay, trust me, so many coaches, they have these fears, they have these beliefs. No one comes out of the corner and say like, hey, I'm ready to charge 10K. Okay, it's valid. Okay, but it's also emotional, it's not based on strategic. So I have a few questions to ask yourself before you are ready to raise your rates. Have you clearly communicated the results your program delivers? Have you started to really communicate that with your audience every single day? Have you positioned your offer to speak to someone who's ready to solve the problem now? Or are you talking to someone who's not seeing the problem as an urgent yet? And have you created demand? Have you created consistent demand for your coaching offer, or are you just hoping that people will find you and DM you? Because high paying clients don't hesitate when the offer is right and when the messaging is clear. Because high paying clients, they are taking actions, they are ready to move, and they want to solve the challenges. They know that they have to solve the challenges. And here is the sales psychology, okay? People pay for the value, okay? People value what they pay for, right? If they pay you 5K, they know they will show up. So a higher price creates a higher commitment. It is the truth. You can Google that, you can YouTube that, like that is the truth. And when your price reflects the results, it reinforces beliefs in your process. They know this program will get them the results. And if you don't believe in charging more, why should your client believe that they will get more, that they will get the transformation, that they will get more in their life? So, charging more is not greedy, it is responsible. It is even necessary as a woman of color coach, because you are not just charging more, right? You are not just charging for your coaching, right? You are also starting to build an ecosystem, a system that delivers results at scale, serves more people, and gives you your life back, gives you more of your energy back, so you can think about your clients again and how you can solve their problems better. Because if your program can help someone to change their income, to rebuild their house, to improve their relationship, or change their life, why would you price it like a hobby? If you have the believability and the conviction that your program, that your offer is going to change lives, why wouldn't you charge more for that? So it's time that you stand behind the promise of your work, that you build a group offer that reflects that promise because it is baked and it is backed up in your methodology, in your intellectual property, and that you charge in alignment with the value that you create. And yes, you can do that before you burn out. You don't need to suffer your way into scaling your business. You just need the strategy and the mindset to shift your model. So when you worked with 5, 10 clients, you can change and shift into a group model. You don't have to be burnt out with the one on one work before you actually shift in a group model. So if you are ready to shift from burnout, right, you are making 5 to 8K with the one on one work, but you know you are overworked and undercharged, and you want to scale your business to 20K a month through group coaching without sacrificing your values, without sacrificing freedom, without sacrificing family time, comment down below group, and I will send you a free training that will show you how to sign 5 to 8 clients every single month without a big audience, without live launches. That is actually aligned, simple, and scalable. So I hope this video helped you to see why you need to charge more and why you need to shift into a scalable group model in order to scale your business without the overwhelm, without the burnout, because the burnout is not a fun thing. Okay. And raising your rates is, it's not a risk, it's a realignment with who you want to work and what the worth is of your offer. So I hope this was helpful, and I talk to you in the next video. Bye.